Hi, this is Brandon with Precision Defensive Solutions, and today we're going to talk about the physical and mechanical skills needed to become efficient in your self-defense skills. So let's talk about the physical first. The physical side of self-defense is easy. Many times, like in martial arts training, we train technique, a certain technique, and we train it over and over and over and over and over so that we myelinate that skill so that it becomes second nature. It really is one of those things that the more you do it, the more efficient it becomes, the more reliable it becomes for you many times. Now, that doesn't mean that every technique is comfortable for every person, and there are certain techniques that will never work well for certain people. Shooting is no different. When we draw from the holster, there's certain elements that have to be met. Like such as, getting a grip on the gun before you draw it from the holster, pulling it out, marrying up those hands, presenting it out to target, seeing your sights, and pressing the trigger. However, we need to do that safely. But everybody moves a little bit differently. So we need to find efficiency in ourselves, or with a good coach to help us through it, to better our skills. And that's a physical level of training. That's the mechanical side of training. However, when we talk about the physical and the mechanical side, and that repetition, many times we either are too hard on ourselves for a result, like if we're shooting a target and we're trying to hit, let's say, the X at on a B8 at 15 feet, and we hit the 10 ring. Okay, we're close, and if we're shooting for score, we didn't get any more points for hitting the X than we did for the 10. So why are we being so such perfectionists about always X, always X, always X? If we set an acceptable target and we say, okay, let's say a 4-inch circle at 15 feet, and we're going to put 3 shots in that 4-inch circle. And we go, we come out and we go bang, 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 and let's say the second one was a line break. And it was maybe a little bit too high, or was a little off a little bit, our grip slipped a bit, whatever caused it, but it's a line break on that target. That's an acceptable hit. If we said that the target was a 4-inch circle, anything in that 4-inch circle, that counts, even if it's a line break, okay? If we're looking at being more and more precise, then I suggest using a smaller target. If we want to get better physically and mechanically, trying to hit the dead center of a 4-inch circle is extremely difficult. But if we shrink that target, if we go down to a 1-inch circle, and we say that's the acceptable hit, and we need to be more cognizant of what we're seeing and how steady our gun is in the presentation. We also have to be a little bit more visually patient. So once that our sights are settled just enough to be able to make that hit, we need to press the trigger. Not over confirm, because that gets us in trouble too, but that physical and mechanical skill now connects to the mental side of the training. And this is a side of the training that many people overlook, and they do it in shooting and they do it in martial arts, and they forget that in a real life situation, the reality of it is, it's not just going to be physical, it's going to be mental, and we need to stay mentally present in the process. So I hope that helps you out a little bit. Next week we're going to talk about the mental and the emotional side for self-defense. Take care, everybody. Be safe, and we'll talk to you soon.